Okay, Ben, just to refresh, if you'd like to let us know what game we're talking about today.
Hello, my name is Ben Sterling. I'm doing a PPF Gaming Club review about WWE2K16.
Cool. So what do you think about the game? What do you think about the actual gameplay itself?
I think the gameplay is very good. Like the animation, and the characters, belts, and do all these moves and things. Yes, I think it's very good. It's good skills, good fighting skills, and also the wrestlers and male and female wrestlers look really good.
The graphics, do you think the graphics are...
Graphics also look really realistic as well too.
So what sort of type of game would you describe it as?
It's a wrestling game, which is like a type of wrestling beat 'em up game.
Here to speak about WWE2K16.
What age rating is the game?
16 plus, includes themes of violence.
And what is the game about?
The game is about a wrestling sports kind of thing within WWE. It features most of the superstars from today and the past era.
Is it easy to use on the controller?
When I first started playing, it was not so easy to remember everything at once. There was definitely a learning curve throughout.
Yeah, you said about I forgot what you call it now, the instruction type phase, because you said most people skip that, didn't you?
Yeah, or they were confusing. And
how many players can you play on the game and online?
locally it's 1 to 4 players and online 2 to 6.
Today, right?
WWE2K16.
And what do you think of the game, right?
It's alright. I don't like wrestling because it's fake.
How easy is it to play, do you think?
Not easy. Controls are really awkward. You press the R2 button to do something and it keeps saying you pressed too soon or you didn't press soon enough.
When you first start playing as well, you mentioned before, the controls are a little bit tricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
How fun is it to play, do you think?
Yeah, it's alright again.
Going back to what you said about it being fake.
Yeah. I'd rather play something like Mortal Kombat, because those are the type of fighting games I like.
What is it about wrestling that you're not too keen on?
I don't know, well, just the way we do it. I mean, but like in Mortal Kombat, like there's blood in it and everything. This one's just like fake fighting and
fake fighting rather than it be real.
Yeah, like fantasy violence and all.
Okay, Chris. So we're talking about the wrestling game WWE2K16. Just wanted to get some of your thoughts on what it was like.
Well, WWE 2K16 is it's one of the latest lines of the 2K games from the WWE games. It has over 100 wrestlers like Undertaker, Rock, Finn Balor and stuff. And in the game, also it's a 2K showcase to go through the lives and go to the events. One of the wrestlers.
That's what the showcase is it?
Yeah.
It goes through the lives of.
This one focuses on Stone Cold Steve Austin. A career from the rise of 316 in King of the Ring to the final match between The Rock and Austin. And they.
So did you find it quite easy the first time you played the game?
It's quite challenging the first time if you're new to wrestling.
Yeah.
Or you haven't played wrestling for a long time.
So unless you've played the games before,
yeah,
it's quite challenging to pick it up and play as a fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So do you enjoy playing the game?
It's
good. Do you want to tell us a little bit about where you've been recently, Gareth? What have you seen?
I've been to Butlins, Minehead.
Yeah.
I've been watching WWE live wrestling event. First of all, we went on holiday and we had a wonderful holiday, and I bought myself some new wristbands I've got, and a headband as well. Also, I went to the wrestling ring. I nearly hit Chris Jericho. I nearly did.
Did you?
I nearly did, but I couldn't do it.
And what did you go and watch again? Just remind us.
WWE Raw live tour.
And that was in Butlins.
Yeah. And Don said to me, who's your favourite commentators? I said he was Brian Saxon and was let me think. He was Connie Graves. I was like Michael Cole.
So are those commentators on the game as well?
Yeah. On a game of 7, you get Michael Cole, JBL, and Jerry King Lawler.
And they
They're commentators on a game itself.
So, what game are we here to talk about today, Mike?
We're here to talk about WWE2K16.
So then, would you be able to elaborate your experience on any previous WWE games that you may have had and how they may compare to WWE2K16?
Compared to WWE2K16, it's not the best game I've ever played. It's much better than some of the old games, but not the best. There was a lot more to do on the older games, even though creation mode is a lot more detailed and much better, I believe. You can create your own arena in the old games, but there was much more to do in the old games, like, let's see what's the difference. Oh yeah, there was more content, like general manager mode, story mode, and even though this does have a good story mode on this game, 2K16, it's not the mod, it's based on history, the game, like actual events that took place. If I rated that, put it at numbers 5 out of the best top 10 WWE wrestling games. It's not the worst, but it's not exactly the best in my opinion.
So then, could you explain in more detail about character creation and how in-depth the system is in this iteration of the game?
In the old creation games, there wasn't much detail to add on to. You can create a character in the old games, but it was very limited. And in some of the old games, there wasn't much moveset you can make. In the 2K16 game, you can make them a lot more well detailed, because in the PS2 and PS1 games they were all muggled up and not very well detailed. You can create an arena, you can create a title in 2K16, and the moveset in the newer games are much more better, I believe. And the characters are much more well detailed and realistic in this new version. I think it's better in that creation mode, but it's very, very good in creation mode. So yeah.
And that would also come down to being able to change the features of the faces and all different kinds of equipment and hairstyles as well.
Yeah, you can use a lot of you can add a lot of facial hair, you can add tattoos on the other character, you can make them 7 feet 2 or 5 feet something, or there's a weight division, you can make it a super weight or a cruiserweight or a lightweight. You can also create either a male or female character if you wish. And oh yeah, and there's a lot more hairstyles and facial paint and masks that you might add onto a character.
It can make the game very, very enjoyable, and also and I think the game, I'd give it a 5-star rating.
5 star, 5 out of 5, yeah?
Yeah.
How would you rate the WWE 2K16? Would you give it 5 stars or less?
I would rate the game 4 stars out of 5. While being a well presented experience, it takes the time to really get the grasp of.
So Ryan, to finish off, how many stars would you give WWE 2K16 out of 5?
2.5.
2.5. Ah, cool. And out of 5 stars, with 5 being the best, how many stars would you give the game as an overall rating?
Well, the graphics is alright, and the commentating is kind of a little annoying, and sometimes the gameplay can be a little bit challenging. It depends how well you're playing.
Yeah. So what about
you can design characters, events, and stuff like that.
What sort of things do you find annoying about the commentary?
Sometimes they say the same things over and over. Sometimes.
And it gets a little bit repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 3.
3 stars.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting game, and I love it. And it's a good game.
So Gareth, out of 5 stars, how many stars would you give 2K16?
4.
Yeah. So you enjoy the game.
Yeah.
And how would you rate the game on your overall experiences?
Well, compared to some of the old games, so overall over the old games, I would rate this out as a 3-star game, not a 5-star, because it's not as good as the old games. So I would rate it as a 3-star.
Cool.